In May of 2011, a contingency budget, considered a scorched earth budget, was laid out that would reduce the state's support of all CSU schools by $1 billion. We will be interviewing a professor and a group of students on a busy day at the university to explore the impact these cuts have made on faculty and students.
I'm here with Professor Andrade of the Marketing Department here at Cal State University. Thanks for your time, Professor. To begin, I'd like to ask you your overall opinion about the state's budget impact on the school.
Well, this isn't the first cuts that the school has experienced. However, these are the most severe cuts that I have faced while here at the Cal State. The alarming thing is that the price of education has steadily increased, whereas the resources that the school has to offer for the students is declining. So at some point, a student might come to the conclusion where the benefit for going to school doesn't equal the cost.
When do you see that time occurring?
I don't know, but I don't think it will happen anytime soon. The recession will end eventually, and there will be a need for higher education in the workforce. There will also be a higher value for education going on moving forward.
How have the budget cuts affected the faculty?
Well, I can't speak for the entire faculty, but for me personally, I can tell you it's been a rough couple of years.
How so?
Well, all the instructors here have a desire to teach students. It's why we do what we do. The hurdles that the students have to face now going to Cal State is not fun. Plus, the lack of resources is spread to everyone. Instructors and faculty are expected to do research and publish work. Those are among the first funds to be cut during a budget cut.
So is it fair to say that the budget has affected your job satisfaction?
Yes and no. There is no way that any of us becoming teachers are expected to make a lot of money. However, the lack of funds have definitely made our job more difficult. No professor likes to see the students go through university issues that have nothing to do with the classroom.
I understand. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Next, we catch up with a group of students on a break from their busy lives. Hopefully, their honest answers will inspire a positive change at Cal State San Bernardino.
What is the biggest issue you guys are facing right now?
It's tuition. The higher cost of classes is killing us. You enroll with 2 classes and you're considered full-time, but you never get the 4 classes when your registration day rolls around.
Is it just the money you have a problem with?
No. Actually, you get the runaround here. For some reason, you could have to go to 3 different offices in order to get something done. Like, I wanted to get an ed plan, which is an educational plan, and I asked one of the staff in administration, and they sent me to the 3 different buildings and on 17 different floors, and I still don't have my paper till this day.
And also, I think that the tuition is only the beginning effect. It affects registration, classes, space, 4 classes, sections, pretty much affects everything.
Do you consider the priority registration system an effective system?
No, I think it's terrible. With the athletics, the athletes and all that, it's suitable, but for the average student who works full-time, it's difficult to get classes that actually fit their schedule.
It's basically like military, like if they're coming back with 1 degree, they come and get another degree, they automatically get prior registration over people who's trying to get their first degree, and I don't think that's fair.
And also, for example, my situation, for this spring, I was waiting for my registration date, and on that date there was already a class that was already full that I needed. So.
What would you like to see Cal State focus its resources on?
Classes. I think that the more classes that are available, the more students can take, and the faster they can get out of here. And also, the more classes that they can take, the longer they'll be here. So then they'll be willing to go and pay for food here, or even use the gym facilities and just be at the school longer, so that they can see the more things that the school has to offer.
Also provide more sections of the classes for students that come in the evenings and in the mornings have those opportunities.
Yeah, that'd be really nice if they were to offer. I was kind of it's not crazy, but if they're offered later class, I would stay till midnight to get my full-time units. It's kind of crazy, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Especially if you want to graduate, people are willing to do that too.
Definitely.
Well, do you think you can be respected in today's society without a degree?
Absolutely not. Without a degree, it's like, who are you? In today's society, you're not going to be able to do barely anything without a degree, let alone without a high school diploma. So, in the high school diploma, it's kind of like equivalent to like a degree nowadays. And even if we have a degree now, it's kind of like we're going to have to need a PhD in order to get a job nowadays because of the competitive of the society.
I think that you won't be respected, but it depends on the company that you work for. We got people that can go through their have degrees, and once they get there, they don't know what they're doing. I think degrees help a lot, but I also think the masters are going to be more commonplace with more competition.
Now that you've come this far, are you happy with your initial decision, or do you wish you had done something differently?
I'm very happy with mine. It's a financial burden, but it pays off in the end, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
I agree to what he says. It's 4 or 5 years burden, struggles, but at the end it does pay off.
Just like they said, I agree. You know, nowadays you have to come to school to do something. Because if you don't, you're going to be doing what, sweeping floors or babysitting. And who wants to do that? You know, so we all have regrets, but you know, coming to school shouldn't be one of them.
Yes. Like I said, I've had one stinkly professor, but the rest are really good. They seem to care a lot more than the lower level teachers and that kind of thing. But I think it's worth it.
I say no. I think it's still overrated. I think that we pay more money than we should. But I mean, you know, who won't pay for it if we don't? So.
For the quality professors that I've been getting since I transferred here, I think I can say no. We should get more professors that are
willing to care about your, you know, the overall education and not just, oh, well, here go an exam and paper and there you go.
And you know, it goes along to say that if the professors show they care, the students put more effort into the class, it makes the classes a lot better and a lot much more interesting.
All right. Thank you guys for your time.
The 2012 California state budget proposes an additional 27% reduction in funding, which is the best case scenario. The 27% reduction is contingent on California's voters approving a measure to raise taxes. Should this measure fail, the budget will be more severely slashed.